the seat in your row is taken. Don't worry, we'll get you on the next one. Again, we have some guests who needed extra assistance getting onto the tram, so if someone is in your seat, in your row, don't worry, we'll get you on the next one.
All right, folks, how's it going? Good afternoon and welcome aboard the world-famous Universal Studios Hollywood Tour. My name is Christian, my friends call me Chris, my nickname is Mr. Hollywood. You're all welcome to call me whichever name you guys prefer, but I'll be your guys' studio tour guide. I know you guys already have your 3D glasses prepared, so go on ahead and make sure you guys raise your wave bye to everybody little bud here. Say bye everybody, we'll see you guys here in just a few moments. Now, I'm a co-host for my tour this afternoon. You guys can recognize him from The Tonight Show, as well as That's My Jam. Give it up for Mr. Jimmy Fallon!
Oh, hey there, you made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Mr. Hollywood.
And the greatest driver.
Chris!
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Mr. Hollywood.
owes me $5.
Oh, hold on, Jimmy, $5.
I'm excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Hold on, Jimmy. I don't know if I can do that $5. You know, eggs are kind of expensive nowadays. I'm gonna need to keep that. But listen, I can go over our safety rules for all these wonderful folks here. All right, folks. I want to make sure we get going, and I want to make sure I get right into the good stuff here. So I'm gonna go over these safety rules, kind of like one of those medicine commercials. You know, they go over all the side effects really fast. All right, so go ahead, keep up. All right, here we go. First, if you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value off the side of the tram, any sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red E-cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, so I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, keep those arms and legs and items inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need any assistance. The studio is private property, so if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord and remain seated, and please, no smoking of any kind during the tour. Be prepared, our tour today features loud noises, sudden tread movements, fire effects, many water effects, so have those cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you are on board. Woo! Okay. All right. There we go, folks. Now, we are heading down into the studio. We had just left the theme park behind, and we are heading down what is called the Universal Timeline. This timeline showcases a few of the thousands upon thousands of movies that we have filmed here at Universal Studios. Now, I know some of you guys haven't posted on Instagram in a minute, so go ahead and take those phones out. Get a shot of Super Nintendo World, because doesn't Bowser's Castle look awesome from up here? Hey, real quick, can we give a big round of applause for Super Nintendo World? Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad and the gang are all downstairs, ready to hang out with you all, and ready to take pictures and have fun. So if you guys haven't checked out Super Nintendo World yet, make sure you guys go on down and check it out. Now, I know you guys see all this stuff happening here on your left-hand side. I am not allowed to tell y'all what's going on, but I know you guys already know what's going on. We have a roller coaster getting built here, all right? We'll talk a little bit more about it a little bit later when we're allowed to. But over here on your right-hand side, we have our very own fire station here. If you guys didn't know, Universal Studios is located in Universal City, which means that we have to have our very own fire station, and it's Universal Fire Station 51. Now, our firefighters inside working to make sure that they're keeping us safe here on our lot. But my favorite part about the fire station, though, is that it's located next to the poster for Backdraft. I don't know, I just felt that's perfect placement, putting the fire station next to the film about the firefighters down the timeline. But as you guys can notice, we have some more classics, like The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. We have The Mummy with, now Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser. And real quick, can we give a big round of applause for Brendan Fraser on finally winning his first Oscar? All right? I can't believe it took him that long, but honestly, shout out to you, Brendan Fraser. We also got our another big box office here. Oppenheimer down here. Let's give a big round of applause for that one. Oppenheimer completely stole the show at the Oscars a couple years ago. All right, Robert Downey Jr. and Cillian Murphy took home Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, respectively. Now, there's Soundstage 12, our oldest and largest soundstage here at Universal. Now, nothing films inside of this soundstage anymore, but The Voice actually used to film in there, but it actually films in some of our new sound stages. A couple of things that have filmed inside of Soundstage 12: Frankenstein, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Dracula, and a couple of scenes for Couples Retreat as well. Now, as you guys can see here on your screen, Soundstage 12 looks completely empty. In fact, all of our sound stages look this way. We only build what the camera will see, so nothing gets built or put inside of a soundstage until it's approved by the set designer and or the director. Once approved by one or both of them, then our workers and our mill work tirelessly to build large and extravagant set pieces that are then put inside of the sound stages that then you guys get to see on your favorite television shows and movies. But my favorite part overall about our sound stages is that all of us on this tram could scream at the top of our lungs inside this building, and we wouldn't be able to hear a single peep. Now, we need our sound stages to be that way because we don't want to disrupt filming from production to production. Now, say they have an action sequence for Fast and Furious happening in Soundstage 3, but they're trying to film a romantic sequence in Soundstage 4, you know, they're going to have some clashing there, all right? Because Fast and Furious has a bunch of cars and explosions and, you know, a bunch of special effects that they're going to need to amplify and that they're going to need to put, which sometimes we'll film over in the back lot, but sometimes they like to film some of these in our sound stages because it's a closed environment. Now, speaking of sound stages, here's Soundstage 14, which is home to the cast and crew of Bel Air. Now, Bel Air just got renewed and for its 4th and final season, so give a big round of applause to the cast and crew of Bel Air. And here's stars of the show, Jabari Banks and Ollie Charlton, to let y'all know what goes on inside of that soundstage.
When you get so what it is, you put egg on the cheese. You put cheese on the eggs and make cheese. It's right. Whoa, how many seats do you think are in there? No, it's gotta be a lot. Man, we could probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew in there. You know, we gotta get one of these for the mansion. For sure. You're lucky for y'all. The Banks family mansion lives right here on the Universal lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jabari, what have been your most memorable moments? Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the foyer set where Will first enters, and at that moment, his life changes forever. What about you? Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice bath for hours. Yeah. And that was really fun. I still can't feel my toes. No, but seriously, my favorite part of this lot is the talented crew who put it all together, from hair, wardrobe, makeup, set design, props, and transportation. Transpo! Yes! Yo, Transpo's the best. Yeah, they have the sweetest rides for us to play with.
So as you guys can see, a lot can be built and put inside of a soundstage. But real quick, before we head into our production bungalows, can y'all say what up to my boy Ted? Ted actually has his very own TV series on Peacock right now as we speak.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. And that means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades that you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, TED is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
So our production bungalows are home to many famed producers. We've had Monkey Paw Productions here. That's Jordan Peele's company. Brought you guys the likes of Get Out, Nope, and Us. We've also had 7 Bucks Production here. That's The Rock's company. Gets its name 7 Bucks because The Rock only had 7 bucks when he first moved here to Los Angeles. Now Mark Platt Productions brought you guys part 1 of Wicked, starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, which I think is probably going to sweep the Oscars coming up soon. All right, folks. But we also have Bungalow 5195, which is home to famed director Alfred Hitchcock.
Lou said he could move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. That should be a shrine, a museum.
Very exciting, just to know that he was there and walk by and know he was in that office.
Hitchcock has influenced every director.
I saw Hitchcock once walking around the commissary.
Hitchcock had his bungalow on the lot. I used to go see Alfred Hitchcock.
I loved working with him. I highly respect him. He really understood fear and terror.
The Birds? That was a really scary movie.
The Birds? Oh, man. That had me looking at crows like for the next 10 years.
Psycho, of course.
Vertigo was one of the all-time great masterpieces.
Section of our backlot where we have anything from main streets, alleyways, town squares, hotels, banks, movie theaters, restaurants, anything you might find in a major metropolis or small town in the world, you can find it right here in our metropolitan sets. Now, as you guys can see here, they're filming something going on. They got something going on over here, so they're setting up to film something here. So that's why we can't visit there. But don't fret. Our next stop here on our backlot tour is going to be onto Skull Island. And here to welcome us is my good friend and famed director, Mr. Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. Action! I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board this ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
The island. Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. You're so sure.
No, I'm just kidding, folks, but go ahead and get those 3D glasses on, you guys. We are now approaching Skull Island. Now, Skull Island holds a marvelous wonder, but we just got some reports about some sort of runaway dinosaurs or something like that here. Don't need to fret, all right, folks? But just in case, we're going to go ahead and put our safety rules up one more time. All right, keep those arms, legs, and items inside the tram at all times. And again, just kick back, relax, and stay calm. Get those 3D glasses back on and enjoy your trip back to Skull Island. Now, as I was saying, folks, Skull Island holds a marvelous one. Hey, Chris, I don't like these dinosaurs. Can we get out of here? Oh my gosh, everybody hang on! Ladies and gentlemen, that was King Kong 360 3D, filmed on some of the world's largest 3D screens, standing at 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide. That scene was brought to you all by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Effects. Y'all, Weta Effects is killing the special effects game, winning their 7th Academy Award for the film Avatar: The Way of Water. Can we give a big round of applause to the team at Weta Effects? And here we are to let you all know about how that 3D scene came to be. Take a look.
With a Project Mega Studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know when people are looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
And what a ride indeed, folks. What a ride indeed. Now, you know, our buddy King Kong has been on a bit of a ride himself, starting out as just a gigantic gorilla terrorizing us on our movie screens. You can now see him hanging out with the likes of Godzilla, which I find insane. But, you know, Godzilla is what we call another movie monster, but we are known for a different kind of movie monster here at Universal Studios because we are home of the horror movie monster. You know, the ones that keep you up, the ones that give you nightmares, make you scared, make you don't want to go to sleep. Well, actually, yeah, make you don't want to go to sleep at night. I almost said make you do want to go to sleep at night, but that's even worse, all right? We got Freddy Krueger, things like that. But listen, we don't have Freddy Krueger here at Universal Studios. Don't worry, all right? You guys are welcome to fall asleep, but if you fall asleep, you're going to miss all the cool stuff here on the tour, so don't do that. But Do look over here on your right-hand side and take a look at this wonderful mural painted by artist Tristan Eaton as an homage to those classic horror films that made Universal Studios what it is today.
And an instrumental part of the process of designing these murals was getting to go to the Universal Archive. Going there, I got to see in person props from the movies, photos from behind the scenes, original illustrations from those movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies, but I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You always have to pay homage to where that art form started. And for me, it started painting stuff in the street illegally, tagging billboards and dumpsters. Without that, I never would be here using spray paint like this.
Now over here on your left-hand side is our beautiful Hollywood Ocean, home to another horror movie classic here, and that is The Creature from the Black Lagoon, who celebrated its 70th anniversary last year. And it's a part of our legacy of horror films that stretches all the way back from Dracula in 1931 to our now upcoming Dark Universe at Universal Epic Universe, opening in Orlando this year. But right now, we're going to take a little visit on down to Little Europe, where it all began.
Think of Universal, think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera. Classic films. They're just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image, Flathead, it's one of the great icons of the world.
That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by these movies.
Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
So from the 1920s through the 1950s, Universal Studios became known as the Monster Movie Studio, with those classics like Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman all becoming icons, and they were born right here in Little Europe, the most historic and versatile location here on the lot. We are able to change the set dressing and signage to take audiences anywhere in the world, like Wales, Transylvania, Germany, and even The Good Place with Kirsten Bell and Ted Danson.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Well, maybe it's not all that bad.
Hi there. How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Little Europe was able to transform into. So in the 1940s, the Sherlock Holmes movies starring Basil Rathbone were filmed here, and the sets appeared as England, Scotland, and Canada. And then in 1956, United Artists turned it into Europe for their Best Picture winner, Around the World in 80 Days with David Niven and Cantinflas. Now the streets of Little Europe were also featured in the swashbuckler Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, with Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, and Orlando Bloom, and two of its sequels, as well as Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog, who visited these sets in their 2011 movie, The Muppets. It was also the fictitious Genovia for scenes in Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement, starring Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. Now they can also be seen in episodes of The Orville on Fox, State of Affairs, Parenthood, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and True Blood on HBO. And you can even recognize these streets as Paris from the Pink Panther starring Steve Martin. Little Europe was also seen in the Steven Soderbergh drama, The Good German, starring George Clooney, Tobey Maguire and Cate Blanchett, as well as Jarhead with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jamie Foxx. Now these sets have also provided a variety of spooky locales for Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well as Angel. And by simply changing the color of the buildings, these same streets were transformed into a storybook setting for the TV musicals Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy. Now, Little Europe was also used as Georgetown, D.C. for The War of the Roses with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, as well as France for Mel Brooks' History of the World, Part 1, and Germany for Madame X with Lana Turner, and Ireland for Blown Away with Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones. Now, all of the old horror films actually had a lot in common. Gothic castles, ominous weather, and of course, these group of men and women right here on your screens. No Universal horror movie would be complete without them. Men and women with torches and bloodhounds would march through the streets of our little Europe in movie after movie. Of course, when they caught up with our movie monster, their plans quickly fell apart. It is a groundbreaking makeup work. Now, Stan Winston was another famous Hollywood makeup artist who got his start here at Universal, and he helped transform Michael Jackson into the Scarecrow for The Wiz, and turned Andy Kaufman into a realistic robot for Heartbeeps. He was nominated for his work in Heartbeeps alongside Rick Baker in 1981, which was the first year the Academy Award for Best Makeup was given. Mr. Winston took creature creation to new heights, though, with his Academy Award-winning work for Jurassic Park. He's also the man behind the frightening creations in Aliens, Predator, and The Terminator. So let's take a look at some more Universal monster creations here on our screens. Now, alrighty, folks, I think I have a little bit of a surprise for you all. I was in talks with one of my producer buddies to see if we can check out a hot set, and I'll explain what a hot set here is in just a few moments. But real quick, as we come into this sound stage, you guys can see that it was made to look like a train station here. And the reason why we call it a hot set is because it's fully dressed and ready for filming. So as soon as the director gets here, he calls everybody in, he has everybody come in. They all get into parts, they get into their costumes, makeup artists come in and do the makeup for everybody. And then all the director has to do is come in, kick back, sit in his chair there, grab his megaphone, and yell, action. And then everything should go as planned. I'm not sure what that was about, folks. It's just a small earthquake. You guys know how California can be. Hey. Oh. Looks like the stage got knocked down. Okay, folks, hang on for a few moments. Let's be experiencing a small earthquake here. No need to panic. Folks, I'm sure it's almost over. Can't get any worse than this, Annie. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Look out! The tidal wave! Hey, real quick, can I get a woo? Oh, perfect, awesome. Well, everybody give yourselves a round of applause. We just survived earthquake, the big one. Now, you guys can remember the earthquake attraction as it has stood the test of time here. But interesting enough, you guys can see our earthquake attraction has took a big Hollywood makeover, all right? Now, on your screen here, you guys can see the old earthquake attraction here in action here. And you guys can see just how much attention to detail went into changing that soundstage into the soundstage it is today. Now, of course, our Soundstage 50 does not look like that anymore. It has now got its very own Hollywood makeover. And you guys can see on the side there that it actually said, "Welcome to San Francisco." But I actually have a very fun fact for all my San Francisco Bay Area natives like myself. So, during the big earthquake of San Francisco, the BART station actually stayed intact. And I actually knew this from a fact because Universal almost got sued, and Paramount almost got sued for the movie Earthquake for using the BART station name in their film. So BART was basically like, hey, our BART station and our BART trains were still able to run even during the earthquake, so please don't include us in that. So I thought it was interesting how we can still able to say welcome to San Francisco, but we're not allowed to call it the San Francisco BART station. So we decided to call it the Universal Metro Station instead. Over here on your right-hand side, though, is our 6-point set. Now, our 6-point set is also closed due to some filming stuff that's going to be happening here a little bit later on. But our 6-point set is home to all of our Westerns, and behind here is home to our Western props. So you guys can see we have everything from wheelbarrows, horse carriages, we have TNT, dynamite, everything but the horses here in our 6-point set. But our 6-point set, the reason why we call it 6 points is because at one point in time we were able to film 6 different westerns on the 6 streets that made up 6 points. Now because everything was filmed in the silent era, we were able to bring in live studio audiences to cheer on the good guys and boo the bad guys. Every day is like the 4th of July. If y'all thought Miami was crazy, no, Amity has it beat out the park, all right? They were going through some little shark attack over the summer. They're about to close down, but Mayor Vaughn ensured that the beaches are nice and safe. And as you guys can see, the shark is nice and caught. Now, my buddy George told me to come because he said he was throwing a party. And I told him, I'm sure I can bring my tram full of wonderful people, but what I'm concerned about is where this party is. I don't see no DJ, don't see no food. It might be a little awkward. I do see the shark fin in the water, but nobody panic. It's just a shark. Can't do that much damage. I'm sure my... George! Dude, what the heck, man? Need somebody bring all these people here, man. George? George, go! George, just stop moving, all right? We'll get somebody to help you. Just don't move. That's not what I meant. Listen. Hey, everyone, listen. We're just gonna pull up behind these red gasoline tanks here. As I said, it's just a shark. Matter of fact, I've read on Google, if you don't move, sharks won't attack you. So listen, nobody move. Everybody sit still. Here, I'll even take myself off camera so we can stay calm. Just listen to the sound of my voice, y'all. We're safe, we're fine. All right, just whatever you do, please do not panic. Okay, everybody, ready? Panic, we're not gonna be fine. Everybody, panic, we're not gonna be fine. Oh my God. It's a shark! Now, ladies and gentlemen, that of course needs no introduction. That was Jaws. But hey, real quick, can you all say bye to Bruce the mechanical shark? Everybody say bye, Bruce. Bye, Bruce. Now, Bruce actually gets his name Bruce because he's named after the lawyer Bruce that Steven Spielberg got for the film. Because that shark actually gave Mr. Spielberg a very tough time in the ocean. Take a look.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio mics. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Yeah, man, so if y'all thought Drake and Kendrick had the biggest beef of all time, no, it's between Steven Spielberg and a mechanical shark. But no need to fret, because Jaws is one of the biggest box office hits and arguably one of the scariest horror films of all time. But let's get to my favorite part here on the studio tour. Let's talk about weather and how it plays a huge important part in filmmaking. But also, another favorite part, special effects, all right? Because here at Universal Studios, using a very top secret, very expensive system that I am not allowed to tell y'all, because if I do, the FBI will come and take me off this tram. I'm just kidding, it's a sprinkler system. It shoots water in the air, gravity helps bring it back down. We couple that with some strobe lights and some thunder sound effects, and bada bing, bada boom, our very own rainstorm that not even the likes of Storm from X-Men herself can recreate. Bam, look at that. Now, when filming, we use what is called a boom mic, and a boom mic is used to pick up every single little bit of sound, but mainly dialogue, because we need to know what our characters are saying, right? But you can imagine, with these thunder effects playing and the rain hitting everything, we wouldn't really be able to hear what our characters are saying. So most of that stuff would be added in post-production in what we call a sound effect. Same thing with the strobe lights, we'd add extra filters, and in some cases CGI, which would really make the lightning pop and give the illusion that we're in the middle of a thunderstorm, even though we're right here in the bright and sunny Universal Studios Hollywood lot. All right, y'all can got the water. We already got the point. Guys, come on, guys. They used too much water, folks. Already, hang on. We got a little bit of a flash flood. Ladies and gentlemen, that flash flood effects can be seen in action right here on your screens from the film Big Fat Liar. So we called you, Monty. Thank you, Venus, and Amanda Vine.
You can't outrun a wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that. Now, do I have any Lady Gaga fans aboard the tram this afternoon? Where are my little monsters at? Y'all saw the Abracadabra music video? We'll talk about it later. But anyways, Lady Gaga filmed her Judas music video here. And yes, that iconic scene where she's standing in the ball gown, she gets hit by the gigantic wave, was filmed right here on the Universal Studios backlot. And yes, folks, she did do her own stunt. So can I get another round of applause for Miss Lady Gaga on doing her own? Y'all saw how much water that was? And she took that head on, folks. So shout out to you, Lady Gaga. But we're gonna turn the corner here. Right here on your right-hand side, we're gonna have our Chicken Ranch, most notably used in the film The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton, in which she sang her critically acclaimed song, I Will Always Love You. Now, the Chicken Ranch used to open up like a Barbie dream house, meaning those first two walls of the house opened outward, giving a Barbie dollhouse effect. But during the filming of Shout with John Travolta, a tram accidentally drove into the set, and so we had to rebuild it into this practical set that you see here. But you can see a perfect example of a facade because they built the side of the neighbor's house because, well, that's all you see in the film, folks. There's no need to build an entire two-story house if you're only going to see the side of it for the entire film. Now, folks, we're 15 minutes from the end of the tour. I'm going to be returning to the theme park shortly, so remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. Now, this road is what we like to call Wilderness Road, and the reason being is because it kind of looks like we're in the middle of nowhere, right? But aside from that, it actually gets its name and lives up to its name both on-screen and off-screen. We do have a lot of wildlife that actually like to come and visit our lot. We've seen the likes of coyote. You see coyotes, deers, bunnies, everything else on this lot, but on screen you guys can see it in action in the episode of 911 starring Angela Bassett, in which her character comes to take care of an overturned limousine. Now, that overturned limousine, because it is what we call a picture car, it is because it is a vehicle that is actively being used on screen. Now, Universal Studios is no stranger to picture cars, because, I mean, our biggest franchise is all about what, y'all? Say it out loud. It's all about, come on, it's all about cars, y'all. You know what? Let me show you guys what our biggest franchise is all about. Because coming up here on your left and right hand side, we have Universal Studios' iconic picture car lot. Starting us off here is Universal Studios Glamour Tram from 1964, followed by the Gyrosphere from Jurassic World. We got a couple of cars from the Flintstones that make it go yabba dabba doo. And as I said, our biggest franchise to date, Dominic Toretto's Black Dodge Charger. We have Paul Walker's Blue Mustang, Tyrese Gibson's Purple Car, and yes, folks, the Orange Julius does come complete with the ejector seat. Ejecto-cito, cuz. Now we also have the Fry's Electronics car from Jordan Peele's film Nope, and the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter, and a couple of cars from Whoville. And we have an Autobot and a Decepticon hanging out, which is something you don't see every single day, folks. Looks like they got over their differences and are both ready to take down Megatron. Now, y'all mind if we just talk about cars as we want to take a little bit of a pit stop? So y'all mind if we take one here at Bates Motel? Here, my good friend Norman has 12 rooms and 12 vacancies for us to chill and hang out. Now, Norman is expecting some people, folks, all right? So, I mean, listen, maybe you guys can get a reservation here. He is always busy. Oh, there he is right now. Everybody say what's up to my boy Norman. Hi, Norman. How's it going, buddy? Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You having a great Sunday? It's a very awesome day out. Fantastic. You look stressed, buddy. What's going on? You all right? You know, it's Sunday, you know, it's the start to the week sometimes, you know, he's probably got a busy oh, he's just helping this woman out to her car. What a gentleman. And they say chivalry is dead, folks. Man. Well, listen, Norman, you look a little bit busy. I see you trying to get the rooms all tidied up, so we're going to come back a little bit later. All right, so you go on ahead, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Why are you looking at me like that? Whoa, Norman, hold on. We don't need any culinary skills right now. Gordon Ramsay's not on the tram. Norman. Hey, Norman, you stay there. We don't need any. Norman, don't you do nothing to that fourth car. Norman, hey. I'm so sorry, car 4. I'm so sorry. Looks like he's having a bad day today. I'm sorry. But hey, you know what? Let's go take a look at at Norman's house here and see if his mom's home. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm going to tell your mom. Mama Bates, come get your son, because he's acting crazy down there. All right? He's got a knife. I don't know who gave him that, but I'm going to need you to take that back. All right. Thank you, Mama Bates. We'll see you later. Okay, I hope you guys saw. She's in the top left window. She's hanging out. She likes to sit in her rocking chair. You guys saw her? All right, good. Well, hey, welcome to my favorite set here at Universal Studios. This is a set of Steven Spielberg's film War of the Worlds. This is where Mr. Spielberg took a real-life Boeing 747 aircraft and dropped it smack dab in the middle of a quaint New Jersey neighborhood. I could tell y'all all about this set, but I'm gonna let my boy tell you guys how this beautiful catastrophe came to be. Take a look.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around observing this.
You sit down and talk about War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Now, speaking of something you don't see, the actors are actually seeing the set for the first time ever. Mr. Spielberg didn't want anybody to see the set before it was finished, so he had everybody blindfolded until it was time to actually film the scene. So you are engaging and seeing their actual reactions. But I don't know about Robbie's reaction here. Look at this.
Robbie, get in. Get in.
See, Robbie took a little bit too long to get in that car, if you ask me. I would have been in the passenger seat, we would have been out of here. All right, folks? But listen, over the past few years, this iconic set can be seen in several productions. It was used as the backdrop for the Nicki Minaj music video featuring Rihanna called Fly. It can also be seen in insurance commercials, proving the necessity for having homeowners insurance. And the television show Community, with Donald Glover and Joe McHale used one of these houses as a backdrop for a botched Habitat for Humanity mission. And keeping with the disaster theme, this location has also been used to train search and rescue dogs in case of disaster situations. Now, the Netflix series Love and TBS's Angie Tribeca with Rashida Jones have filmed here as well. Now, this set is one of the biggest, most elaborate sets ever built, rivaling Cecil B. DeMille's Ancient Egypt and the Ten Commandments, and even James Cameron's rebuilding of the Titanic. Typically, sets of this size are done with scale model miniatures and computer-generated imagery, which is CGI for short, but not here. Mr. Spielberg pulled out all the stops, bringing in a team of set designers and artistic directors to bring his vision to life. More than 100 tons of debris, ranging from your typical suitcases and articles of clothing to large-scale wreckage like automobiles and huge pieces of the destroyed homes, were brought in and scattered about to complete the set. And the old plane, well, it cost the filmmaker $60,000, which is a pretty good bargain, wouldn't you say? But it actually nearly cost $200,000 just to get it here. It's always the shipping and handling, folks. Y'all gotta check them extra prices, all right? But listen, another fun fact is they actually had to ship the tail end of the plane separately because they couldn't film it. They couldn't fit it on the 101. All right, they couldn't fit it under the overpass. But a lot of that set has a lot to do with the attention to detail. Universal Studios is no stranger to directors whose attention to detail is immaculate. We have a newcomer here, and here to welcome us.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Kiki Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Clay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, Gold Rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world of No.
That sounds terrifying, folks. Jordan Peele wanted the sound design to play a huge part for his film Nope, because it proves it's what you don't see that is just as scary as what you do see on screen.
What just happened?
Hey,
this is a secure line.
Yo, what's going on?
Who are you?
Hello? What is happening?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation.
Sir.
My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
Special Agent Hobbs, sir, I'm trying to give a studio tour here. What's going on?
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks.
Oh, sweet cheeks. Oh, thanks.
One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle.
Hold on, wait a minute. There's who?
Two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out.
He's what?
Shaw's as ruthless as they come. He'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger.
Serious danger? Whoa, hold on. You can't just say we're in serious danger and then leave. Hello? Special Agent Hobbs, sir? Hello?
My name is Roman Pierce.
Hi?
Nice to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while.
Okay.
So we brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys. We're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Well, y'all heard them, folks. Let's go ahead and keep our phones put away. We don't want to draw any extra attention to ourselves that we may already have. I'm not sure what they mean by some witness, but I guess there's some sort of witness to a highly federal crime aboard our tram. Witness, whoever you are, it's okay. We're not mad at you, all right? We're just gonna take a little detour in our tour this afternoon, folks. I hope you guys don't mind. But looks like they're letting us into the next bay here, so I'm gonna calm down and hopefully they'll tell us what's going on. Get inside here. I mean, not like they're throwing a party or anything in here, am I right, folks? That'd be kind of silly. Oh my gosh, what is happening in here? I thought this was witness protection. This is the opposite of protecting a witness. Hello? Roman? Special Agent Hobbs, sir, hello?
Everybody out! It's the FBI! Turn that music off!
Okay, well, that takes care of that, but what are we supposed to do now?
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party.
There we go.
And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Him?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight.
First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Turner. By the way, I'm a huge fan.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in another second.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Oh my gosh.
Don't vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up.
Wait, what do you need us to do?
Driver, move that vehicle.
You heard him, Chris.
It's about to get real interesting.
My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Man, leave it to Roman to get us into trouble, huh, folks? Go ahead and get those 3D glasses on, you guys. Sounds like we're gonna need some eye protection. Because things are about to get real fast and real furious. Now, folks, no need to fret. I have faith in our driver, all right? They are some of the best, and they're going to keep us safe. But no matter what happens from here on out, folks, we ride or die together and as a family, okay? And who knows? They might not even find us in here. Am I right, folks? Right? Right, guys?
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
Okay, never mind. Hold on!
This is our turn. Okay, guys, it's
wasn't even worried about it. Wasn't even worried. But anyways, folks, that was Fast and Furious Supercharged 3D. Give yourselves a round of applause. We just escaped witness protection and made it at the grasp of Mr. Owen Shaw. Hold on, folks. Looks like the crew wants to say one last thing to us before we leave.
Hell of a job, everybody. You protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys ride hard. Respect.
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
And you all are welcome to join Universal's crew at any time. For the last 6 decades, we've given you guys an inside look into Hollywood from TV's first golden age to our current era of streaming and binge watching your favorite shows. So as our movies get bigger on the big screen, we've given you exclusive access.